Alright, now I'm audible. Cool. Lovely. Lovely. Here, let me take this. Throw this over here and toss this over here. I'm throwing everything around. Okay. I'm gonna take a sip first. Okay. Alright. I am back. Cool. So, in yesterday's stream, I filled the party. So we have this full team. Everyone is brand name. That is the theme for the names. Everyone is an existing intellectual property or brand name or something, and they're all being given a TM, even though not all of them have trademarks on their names. Some of them just have registered trademarks. I think there's a difference there in how that's handled legally, but that's fine. So yeah, we're close to the point when we can actually do the first gym. We are in Oreburgh City. I don't think I had a chance to fully explore Oreburgh. So I'm just gonna run through, make sure I didn't miss any items or anything. And then I'm going to work on catching our encounters. We have an encounter to the north of us, and we have an encounter to the south of us. I actually know what both of those encounters will be, because there's only one Pokemon on each of those routes that I don't have, or on each of those areas that I don't have at this time. So, the only ones I don't have are basically Machop to the north and Onyx to the south. So, Onyx is a 10% spawn rate. Machop is a pretty common one, so I'll probably be getting a Machop today for sure. I actually grabbed both of their lines sprites to be safe, because obviously I'm going to be running into them today. So, but yeah, I have been playing a good bit of this in my free time. I basically played until I went to sleep last night, and then from the minute I woke up today. So I have been completely consumed by this game, and I love it. You know, obviously it's not perfect. You know, I expressed some gripes. But those gripes were relatively small. You know, I think Ilka has done a pretty phenomenal job with this. I actually, because I was starting this up for the stream, it was actually the first time I had this game just running in a state where, like, I guess the first time I'd run this game where it wasn't me starting a new save. I went into this house, didn't I? So I actually got to see the intro, and absolutely perfectly done. It had the little sparkles, it had the, like, noise when I hit A to jump into the game. The only real difference is that this game doesn't have, like, once you hit A on that screen, you're just in it. Like, there's no, like, little pre-menu. So it just throws you right in. And so that was kind of, I guess, kind of unique. I'm kind of sad they don't have the recap feature. I know no one likes it, but it would be kind of funny if they'd had it. I don't think I can get anything here, just if they had fossils. But I'm gonna double check. No, I don't care about the cool from different regions. I want to talk. Cool. Haha, literally. Alright. So, we get Machop up here. There's also an item. So I'm going to try to get that item. And I'm going to try to get a Machop. Wild Geodudes will not have any moves that are particularly threatening to me yet. So I'm just going to use Absorb the 4 times damage and do what I can. One thing I do really like is I like how Sandstorm looks in this game. I don't know what it is. It just looks really nice. Oh, speak of the devil. So, it's a very subtle look, and you occasionally get these, like, bits that fly across the screen. It's not too different from what Sword and Shield had, but I don't know, there's something about this version of it that I really like. The real question is, what am I going to name my Machop? Ooh, I have a name in mind. Figured it out. The only thing that's going to be slightly annoying is that I'm not going to be able to run away from encounters while I'm hunting for this. I think it's going to be more annoying for Onyx, though, because that's only a 10% spawn chance. And so that's just going to be... it's going to be a lot of Geodudes and maybe a Zubat or two. Eventually I'll get it, though. I also found out how to make the, Poketch disappear. Right. I was gonna say, I'm like, that was actually not awful damage. Yeah, because it was a crit. One of the other things I've learned, there is definitely no way I can do a Wonderlock where I don't get the first gym badge before I do it. So it's probably for the best that I don't run a Wonderlock of this. Like, I might be able to do it where I have someone else do the trade for me. You know, they just have a junk Pokemon, they Wonder Trade it away in this, and then they trade with me immediately as soon as I can get to the first Pokemon Center. They trade with me what it would be, but that's a bit complex. But it's doable. I would just have to arrange a way for that to happen. So I guess I could still do one. I would just need a support person ready to do the trades for me. Well, that's about it. Oh, I forgot to read Machop's the stuff. All right, I'll do the name first, and I'll jump back in and read it. It's gonna be Muscle Milk, which just fits. I need symbols too. And Muscle Milk will by default go to the Alive box because of how this game's box system works. Which, can I access that yet? Not yet. Okay, I think I know when I can. Dex, because I gotta read Where are you at? Uh-huh. Machop the superpower Pokemon. It hefts a Graveler repeatedly to strengthen its entire body. It uses every type of martial arts. One of the fun things I didn't know this game had, but they have the height check from the old games. Any Pokemon you catch, you can do a height check with, which is pretty cool. You can also do the weight check, which lets you see the art up close and personal, which is kind of nice. Because this art, I do genuinely like it a lot. A lot of it is just very cute. There's also a cool feature. So when you're in the motion and cry, you can control the chorus by shaking your controller. You can also pan the sound left and right by rotating it. I don't know why that's a thing. How do I get filter? I don't know what gets filter, because that seems to be motion determined as well. But you can also set the cries to loop. And when you pause an animation, it plays the cry slow motion. It's just as wacky as the options they had in the original. I think it's not as easy to control, and I don't really like that you can pan the audio left and right. That feels kind of weird, but I do really like that they have wacky options like that. Also, there's a Stardust over here, so I'm going to go grab that. I literally only learned that because of the Pokemon Pearl randomized run that I did, that I lost. But I went there and I think there was like a revive, and I was like, oh. There was something nice there. Down here, just a dude. He gives you a super potion. Look at all that cool. Wow, we have an encounter already. You are not who I'm here to look for. Yeah, in my current actual playthrough, I've, to give myself not the exact same team I have in this Nuzlocke, I specifically set a rule for myself that I cannot on my main team, because I don't switch out my main team at all in my normal runs. So I specifically made the rule that I can't switch anyone out. Well, I mean, I already had the rule. I made the rule that I can't use any of the ones that I have on the first 6 of this team. And also that I can't have any repeat types. X defense. So yeah. I also know when I get access to mystery gifts. I imagine I can pull from mystery gifts even without Nintendo Switch Online, because this account doesn't have online. In case I wanted to do a Wonderlock run, I have the the same account that I use for the Wonderlock on this Switch as well. Ooh, Acer's learning Bite. I don't really need Tackle that badly, so I'll put Bite there. Surprised I don't have Spark yet. I feel like it used to get Spark a lot earlier, and I know Spark's in the game, so I think they just kind of slowed when you can get Spark. Is there an item over here? Nah, it's just... I mean, there is an item over here, but it's not in the way I was hoping to find an item over here. Nice. It's a 2-co. I was gonna say, unless he sets up Sandstorm, and he did not. This is just a 2-shot. Honestly, Zubat being given Absorb instead of Leech Life early on has really helped it in Gen 4. Genuinely one of its biggest strengths right now. I would love Razor Leaf. Yeah, I'll get rid of Leafage. It's a little less accurate, but it's fine. See, I would stay in, but I know for a fact this thing comes with rock moves, and not just one. So I'm gonna swap to Net Logo. Net Logo is gonna do a good chunk with Razor Leaf, and we'll probably be fine. I'm gonna have one of you eventually. Do I have Defense Curl? If I have Defense Curl, I'm gonna do the same thing I did with L'Oreal. I do have Defense Curl. I'm gonna get rid of Sandstorm just because it's not particularly useful for cases when you just don't have things that it doesn't hurt. I feel like Sandstorm has always been a detriment. Like having a Pokemon that sets up Hail or sets up a Sandstorm when they enter a fight always hurts me in like randomized runs. So show me Rock Smash, good sir. Oh, that reminds me, I have Rock Smash on my Onyx in my normal run, and I genuinely think it's amazing. The way it animates, it's so good. So, the way Rock Smash looks in battle is a rock slides up, and your Pokemon punches it. But Onyx is so big that when it does its attack animation where it like lunges forward, it like lunges, and like when it gets to here, the rock is like here, and then the fist goes and explodes it. So it like looks like he's actually hitting the rock. And I don't think any other Pokemon would have that same effect. So I actually really like how that animation looks. You are not what I am here for. I was gonna say, I'm like, I forgot to switch my Pokemon, didn't I? Yep. That's fine. Yeah, I'm like genuinely just, I'm very excited with this game. It's like, it's not even like, oh man, I think this is the best Pokemon game ever made, you know. But like, Gen 4 is a very important generation to me. You know, it was one that I grew up with, you know, and usually a lot of people's favorite generations of Pokemon are pretty closely tied to whichever one was out when they were growing up. But I didn't like Gen 4 because of Diamond and Pearl. Like, I loved Diamond, I loved Platinum. Gen 4 really shined for me because of Heart Gold and Soul Silver. More so than anything else. So, I'm not just excited for this because, oh man, I love Gen 4. I would say I'm mostly excited for it just because I have tried, like, twice to Nuzlocke Gen 4. I did one that was just a normal Nuzlocke, and I did one that was randomized. And I don't know if I beat either of them. I'm like 90% sure I didn't beat my Pearl randomizer. I'm like 90% sure. I'm not 100% sure. Because I genuinely do not remember half of my past runs. I remember Fire Red a little bit, because I remember Huge Power Machamp was a thing. And I remember... what was the other one? It was Huge Power Machamp, Pickles the Rayquaza, who died very early. And I think there was a Tauros that went unused until the very end when another Mon died. Geodude, get out of here. Give me an Onyx. One of my biggest disappointments with this game is that there are uses of the touchscreen in it. When you have the Poketch up, you can use the touchscreen to control it. So when I have this up, like I could tap the button to switch them over on the touchscreen, or if I make it big, I can use the touchscreen to just do things. There's a couple other uses. You can use it in the underground while you're digging in walls. But I'm kind of disappointed by the lack of any like major use for it in regards to like battle, because this was the generation that had touchscreens. I feel like even though most people aren't realistically going to be playing this, or not most, but a large number of people aren't going to be playing this in a capacity where they can touchscreen, I think having the touchscreen controls is kind of vital to the experience of Sinnoh. I don't know what it is. I think it would be nice to have touchscreen for like move selections and stuff like that. Moving Pokemon in the PC. Honestly, I feel like Sword and Shield could have used that as well, but like, yeah. It is, yeah. It's a missed opportunity. And welcome, Abby. Like, it's not the worst missed opportunity, I feel, that Pokemon games have had, but I definitely think it would have been nice. I would say the biggest missed opportunity of this game, though, is the changes to secret bases. Not having traps and like tricks and stuff like that really hurts the experience of the underground, because that was like kind of the fun part, was that you could like set up a trap for a friend when you had them join you online, or you could set up your base to have traps in it. You could have a base, you know, that's not just a bunch of statues. It'd be nice, but that's not a huge issue. It is one that I am slightly disappointed that they changed, though. Alright. How long do you think it'll take for me to find an Onyx? Oh, I just noticed Invisalign all the way down, but Komatsu is supposed to be all the way down. Komatsu just happened to get to get to level 10 at the same time. Onyx? Yes! Now we have our first encounter. Finally. I don't want to Razor Leaf him. Do I just start chucking balls? Do I throw a Dusk Ball at him to increase my odds? I'll just throw a Pokeball. Let's see what we do. Fingers are crossed. He said no. Alright. So he's going to be tricky like that. I don't want to Razor Leaf because I don't want to kill him. Attack's not going to do a lot. I'm going to chuck Pokeballs. My health starts getting into a worse spot. I'll switch Pokemon. Come on. Okay. That could have been a long one. Do I need double team? That's the real question. I'm gonna keep Growl over double team. I think double team's nice, but I feel like it's less useful because it doesn't impact the enemy as it impacts myself. Oh, I'm noticing something. This kind of has a Pokemon Let's Go vibe to how they did the texture work on him. In Sword and Shield, he just had like the lines where the edges are to make them look a little harder, but he didn't have like that mottled like stone look. I think that looks nice on him. That. Onyx, the rock snake Pokemon. When it travels underground, it causes rumbling and tremors. It can move at 50 miles per hour. Alright, what was, what were some of the other, you know, like, heavy machinery companies that were there? I know there's Cat. I'm going to use Komatsu, obviously. I think... Because I'm debating doing something like that or doing something more like snake or worm themed. I'm gonna go Trolley. Like a gummy worm, but he's not a gummy worm. He's a hard worm. He's a rock snake. Did I spell it right? Yeah, I did. Yeah. What products do they have? Okay, so they call them crawlers. They also are only registered trademarks. Why would you do that? I'm just giving you all trademarks. Everyone gets a trademark from me. Yeah, I'm just gonna call Trolley. Trolley in a box. Alright. So we've got both of our first encounters that I needed to get from this part of the game. Look at that, we're cruising. And now we're ready to take on what's probably going to be the easiest gym in the game, because we have literally a grass type and a flying type with grass moves. Okay, we don't have a lot, but but we do have a couple things. We have ways to fight this gym easily. Ways that are easier than what my team and my other save has. Yo, what's up, Geodude? That one was easy. Invisalign should be getting Poison Fang soonish, because I was hit by Poison Fang from a relatively low-level Zubat. So that should be coming soon. Oh, an interesting thing. I forgot to mention this earlier. I intended to. So, one of the nice things, like one of the nice perks about having Joy-Cons is that much like a keyboard on a computer, you can push multiple directions at once. So what I did with my Joy-Cons is I pressed the D-pad buttons in ways to determine their priority. This is something I know about because I've worked in Unity, and I know that if you set up your directional movement as like a series of like booleans that like change states and go like, oh, you know, I'm going up, I'm going down, I'm going left, I'm going right. If you set it like that, or anything even similar to that, movement has priorities, and that's based on the code, the way you structure it in the code. So for instance, I did mine as up, right, down, left. So if I was going up, that was always the highest priority direction I could go. In this, if you push both left and up, you will always go left. So push left, or I guess I'll push right and up, I always go right. Push left and up, I always go left. Push down, and you will always go the direction. You will never go down. If you were to push left and right at the same time, which you can't do in this, because I'm using a D-pad rather than the arrow buttons on a Joy-Con, if you push left and right at the same time, you go left. And if you push up and down at the same time, you go up. So it's left, right, up, down is how they prioritized it when they were programming it. So I can actually tell what that set of lines of code roughly look like. You probably have, you know, D-pad left, or like if input is D-pad left, move left. If input is D-pad right, move right. You know, so on and so forth, such that you get left, right, up, down. I was like, that's cool that I was able to, like, determine that. Also, I'm in a gym battle now. Yeah, it's nuts. I love it. I have enjoyed every second I've had in playing this game. There's something to be said about a Pokemon game that I can just, like, jump into. That I can just get moving. Not that I disliked Sword and Shield's plot or disliked how much plot it had, but I do genuinely like that I can just go into this game and just be running around and doing stuff. You know, it's kind of nostalgic. Forget an old move and learn Harden. Komatsu has defense curl. Why would I need Harden? Harden's just worse defense curl because defense curl works with rollout. Come on, that logo, you can do it. Well, that's unfortunate. I could have killed him if I used Razor Leaf again. No! The 5% chance to miss. That is the second time in this entire game I have missed a 95 accuracy move. Like, ever. I did it once with my Kricketune using Fury Cutter in my other save, and just now with Razor Leaf in this one. Yo, Fury Cutter got buffed. I don't know when it got buffed, but it is actually kind of fun to use a Fury Cutter sweep. It feels like a good rollout sweep, you know. Ow. Lots of level ups. I was gonna say, is this when I get Staravia? Hollister's evolving. Congratulations, my Hollister is now a Staravia. Staravia's data is in the Pokedex. Staravia, the starling Pokemon. They fly around forests and fields in search of bug Pokemon, moving together in huge flocks. Look at that. Yeah, it is embarrassing, Rourke. Get stomped. Nice. I have to see how to polish in this. Because you can polish with the touchscreen. It's the only way you can polish, actually, when you have it in handheld mode. So I'm curious if there's any way to do it in docked mode, or if that's something you only get when you play it the traditional way. Also, you don't get access to seals until a little bit later. So I can't use the stickers he gave me. What was he doing? I was going to see something. Oh, cool. This is Intimidate now, too. I don't know what I was doing. I was doing something. Oh, I remember what I was going to do now. I was going to the trainer card. That's what it was. View badges. I can't. They literally don't give you away. You can only do it in handheld mode. That's funny. Honestly, I respect that though. That is nice. They were determined. Goodbye. So I have Rock Smash now. Which means I can get through those rocks very easily. The special defense boost from that is not going to save you at this point. Also, I will be evolving Komatsu if I am presented the opportunity to. It will just mean I'll have to find a person IRL to trade with. Luckily, I have a brother who lives not terribly far away. I can just be like, yo, you want to do something someday? And then we go do something, and I'm like, oh, so you're evolving my Graveler. Thanks. I know what move this is. This is a TM. I also just realized they didn't color the TM balls in this, which I guess makes sense because they're not permanent. So you get just one of a TM when you find a ball. There's actually encounters that I can get down there that I can't get up here. But obviously I've had my first encounter in here, so that doesn't matter to me. Yeah, this route, this grass I think blends in a lot better during the day than it does in the sunset. So I'm gonna run over here real quick and heal. Well, howdy. Double battle. Double battle. Oh. I'll kill the Wurmple. It should die immediately. I don't know if Net Logo's 16 or 18 that he evolves at. Get stomped. Goodbye. So yeah, now I can access the PC from anywhere. And I have ball capsules. Yeah, I don't really have anything that feels particularly right for a Turtwig, I feel. You know? Maybe these party stickers, yellow confetti's kind of like leaves. My go-to default pattern is to do this. Which, if I preview it, you'll be able to see. Basically, it makes it look very all around you. Alright, Hollister. What makes sense for Hollister? Hollister's a flying type. What do the blue flames look like? What does that do for me? It's kind of cool. I'll keep it for now. That's kind of cool. I'll probably get something better eventually, and I'll use that instead. So now we've got L'Oreal. L'Oreal is a well, they don't just make perfume; they make cosmetics. Maybe flower petals would be fitting here. How's this look? Yeah, because now it's like, oh, it smells pleasant. It feels like a health or not a health, but like a hygiene brand, you know. Not to say that necessarily makeup's hygiene, but you know, say like I don't know, like friggin' like I don't know, those stores smell nice. Let's so these ones I'm not a huge fan of, honestly, because they're kind of rock type themed, kind of electric type themed. Like if I had a nose pass, I would use these more because there's like magnetic stones floating around you. I would totally do that with a nose pass, you know. I'll do that for now on Shanks because it's a Shanks. It's an electric type, so it kind of works. We got Invisalign. I'll do the purplish pink bubbles. Does it say what color does it say they are? It says pink, yeah. I have that on a Psyduck. No, I don't want to toggle modes. 3D mode sucks. Yeah, I think it looks fine for like a poison type like this. Purple bubbles might be a little better, but also, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like dental hygiene gunks that they'll like stick on your teeth. Why not? Last one. Also, let's. There we go. Alive. Komatsu. There's not a lot I can give Komatsu, honestly, that would feel right. Like, we got this one that's rock fragments. Let's see what happens if I do rock fragments and then I do, like, some smoke. What happens if I take these and put them here? I kind of like that. Yeah, we'll do that. So we've capsuled up our Pokemon. We now have access to here, which is where I can get access to Mystery Gift. But first, nothing. I'll fight this dude. I think this is the one that knows Poison Fang. Yeah! That's how I know it's soon. Oh, you turd. You insufferable piece of human garbage. How could you do this to me? I don't have any... Well, I do have a rock move on Komatsu now. So let's go to Komatsu. Komatsu has not had a chance to do much of anything yet, so let's bring him in. I'll just go straight to rollout. Nice. And that logo is 16, so potentially evolving now. Oh, of course we're getting Headbutt. It's so much better than Tackle. It's literally almost twice the damage and has a flinch chance. Come on. Like, why would I want anything else? I'm pretty sure while I'm here, there's someone who gives me another seal. So, yep. And he gives you a random one. So I just got Flora Flower Sea. I'm gonna take a look. I'll add that to this one because I already have a bunch of those here. It's the same colors, so I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, it's just extra petals. So he uses Smoke, Stone, and Stone C. Stone A, Stone C, and Smoke B. I now have mystery gift option. So am I allowed to pull a mystery gift? I know I have to. Wow. Interesting. So you actually, I guess maybe not for code-based ones. No, even code-based ones? Damn, that's cold. But that makes sense. The only room I didn't go into is the record room. There's not really a point to going to it right now. There's not really any records that it keeps yet that are like there's not even any records that are that interesting for a run like this. So I'm cool with that. But let us go to the Pokemon Center and heal. Also, you're level 15 now. Can I just run around this to it? Yep. We'll find out if we can get a first encounter here. I think I know that I can get Budu. Wow. And here it is. You're mine now. I had a feeling it was going to be my next encounter, so I also had that one grabbed. Budu the bud Pokemon. Over the winter it closes its bud and endures the cold. In spring the bud opens and releases pollen. Budu, what is your name? Oh, I know. Monsanto. I believe I've spelled that correctly. Just gonna double check. Just give me a second here. Monsanto. I have spelled it correctly. Goodbye, Monsanto. So, we have our encounter for this route. That was easy. See, you may have a Bidoof, but I have a Bidoof that smells pretty. And knows headbutt. Oh my god. That is so much damage. L'Oreal goes hard. Yeah. This technically you're able to go to this route earlier, but I didn't. So that's why the trainers here are super underleveled. And I am going to annihilate them. Oh wow. His Magikarp only knows Splash, so I can use this as a chance to just set up a rollout sweep. Yes. I grow more powerful. I can't believe it actually survived that. It's a level 5 Magikarp. Why are you so fat? Oh, this Starly is dead. If I hit... And there it is. Hello. You were faster than me, I'm surprised. Luckily, Poison Point in this is a little less scary because you don't take overworld damage as you walk around. So it's not too bad. Excuse me. Is there like an item over here that I can get to right now, or do I still need surf before I can do anything? There's an item. Hello. I actually don't know what this area is called. I have a Zubat, so I imagine nothing here is something that I can catch. Where am I? What is this little tunnel called? The Ravaged Path. Oh, there is a tiny chance that I can get an encounter here. Wow, that is minuscule. I don't even know if it's worth it to try to get the encounter now. I can get one later while I surf. Because it's literally a 2% chance encounter. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave the Ravaged Path for now, because that is not worth it. Besides, there are other encounters that are like kind of coming up for me. So I'll leave Ravaged Path until after I get Surf. Will I remember? Probably not. So will I get the encounter? Probably not. But it's okay. I might. And that's what really matters. Don't like that. Not a fan. It's fine. I didn't need simple anymore anyways. My favorite. Poison, when I use rollout. That was a weird way to spell Taylor. At least that's dead. Two level ups. Ooh, and an evolution. Come on, Acer. Luxio, the Spark Pokémon. Its claws loose electricity with enough amperage to cause opponents to faint. It lives in small groups. Oh, we got one. Fine though, because I'm approaching a point when I will repeatedly get healed, so I'm not in huge danger. Well, that sucks. Not a fan of my health right now. Oh, I can switch still. Cool. And that's what I'm gonna do, because honestly, not vibing with that situation. Komatsu can use out instead. Hello? That might be the first major bug I've run into. I'm gonna give it a minute and see if it catches up. If not, we reboot. That is our first ever crash. Yeah, I'm able to go to Pokemon centers, but I don't really need to. Because once I get into the forest, I have someone there who, after each fight, heals me, so that will be pleasant. My assumption is that the last autosave would be either like the fight before that, or something kind of similar to that. So we'll see where it kind of throws me. That's not too bad. And I'm not poisoned anymore. Ma'am? Oh. Ah, another glitch. Well, this is actually just a glitch. I know that sometimes happens. Ma'am, you were looking the other way. Look that way again. Ma'am. Fine. You again. I'm going to take this a smarter route that doesn't involve getting my lead Pokemon poisoned. I really like how Stun Spore looks when Budu uses it, because it's just a... It just, like, blasts it out. There's just something very satisfying to me about it, like, just, like, tipping its head and just going... with, like, a puff of just paralyzing spores. I'll keep Hollister in, and then, you know, Hollister's paralyzed, but that's fine. Fine, it's not a problem. Acer's evolving, but again, shh, don't worry about it. I'm surprised it doesn't save automatically after a Pokemon evolves. Yep, yep, yep. This time I'll save before that kid. Before he can crash my game. Alright, punk. Round 2. I won last time. But I only won the battle and you won the war. Yeah, wow. I was doing a lot of damage with a rollout, technically. How is Headbutt still stronger? Because that would have been a 60 from rollout. Times 2 is 120. But that was a 70 times 1.5. Which is only 105. Maybe they adjusted how rollout damage is calculated. Like, I'd imagine defense curl still doubles it, but my guess is that it doesn't double itself every turn, but increases by like a smaller degree. Hello! Liv and Liz. Oh, it's cool. If they send out the same, it just says 2 and then the name. That's kind of cool. Well, they're probably going to get pretty messed up by this. I guess not. I was expecting Razor Leaf to do more, but then again, it is a Pachirisu, and Pachirisu is kind of fat. It's like it's one good stat. Really, I guess its only good stats are its defenses and its speed. It's pretty quick. The one I have in my main save isn't very quick, but normally it's pretty quick. Yeah, and that logo evolves at 18, the looks of it. Bullet Seed. Bullet Seed is kind of strong now, so it's not a bad move to have. But I don't know if I'd want to give Bullet Seed to that logo is the thing, because it's more accurate than Razor Leaf, but it's slightly weaker than Razor Leaf. But there's a decent chance that it's stronger than Razor Leaf too. But Razor Leaf has an increased crit chance, so maybe that doesn't matter. I'll leave it for now. Oh, I guess I wasn't close to the Valley Windworks, but I was close to a Pokemon Center anyways. Or, I meant to say I wasn't close to Eterna Forest, not Valley Windworks. I always forget that I don't just go right up into Eterna Forest, but that I have to swing through Floroma first. Oh, interesting. So you have to have the save data, not just on your Switch, but on that account on your Switch. So because this account has never had save data in Sword and Shield, I can't even get Jirachi. I mean, that's not a huge problem for me. Like, that makes sense to me, and Honestly, it's kind of just a case of, oh no, I don't get handed free mythicals to make my way through the game. Spray duck. Free berry. Hello? Hello? Nobody wants to give me anything nice. What was that I was gonna... Yeah, let's give some berries to some Pokemon. It's honestly, it's at the point where an Oreburgh is not that helpful that you first get access to them, but that's not a problem. I'll give an Oreburgh to each of my weakest Pokemon. As far as HP goes, of course. Not in general. Oh, I should go to the store. Thank you. I have things I can sell. I'm not going to do any breeding, so I don't need that. Hey there, kid. Alright, I'll go mess him up. I'll take that. Bam, bam. We have a duel. Get chunked on. L'Oreal is doing some good stuff so far. Not the most amazing stuff, but some good stuff. Let's book it up to here. I think this one, does he lead with a Zubat? No, he leads with a Wurmple. Is he Wurmple Silcoon? He's something like that. That logo's getting close. Yeah, growth is less useful on a Torterra. And this is why we did this. I honestly really love when Silcoon, like, when Silcoon uses Harden in this game, it looks really good. Because, you know, the spikes come out, but then it goes in, like, flashes, and it drops back down. There's no spikes. And I don't know, there's just something super satisfying about that to me. I don't know why. This guy a Zubat? Yeah. I knew one of them had a Zubat. Ah, they did hit me. Unfortunate. Sorry, dude. I'd like your honey, sir. Never mind, you give me a works key. And a honey! And then there's just a house over here. Just vibing. Alright, let's go beat some dudes up. I love how he just waddles back in. Cask. Yeah, look at that. Silcoon and Cascoon, when they use Harden, look so good in this. I think Silcoon is a little better than how Cascoon looks, but still, both are good. Both make me happy. L'Oreal's time. Lovely. Bebarrel's data will be added to the Pokédex. Bebarrel, the beaver Pokémon. It makes its nest by damming streams with bark and mud. It is known as an industrious worker. Sure, we'll learn Water Gun. I don't need Growl. Water Gun's not particularly useful for anything but some coverage, maybe, but it's nice to have. Invisalign is the lead. Hello. No! I might not be able to flinch them anymore. Oh my god, I still can. But he refuses to flinch. Of course, of course. Goodbye, Glameow. Well, hello. Yes, you are. It is time to fight me. Bring it on, fam. Commander Mars. Ooh, cold. Oh my god, she has U-turn? Was not expecting that. Alright, get out of there, Acer. Fam, I'm just fighting you. You're fighting me too. Alright, I'm gonna switch back so that I can lower the attack more. I don't like this thing having the ability to hurt me. Ooh, I got paralysis up. Back to Hollister. Happy the paralysis proc. No, thank you. Hate that. I don't know if she'll have like a quick attack or something, so I'm gonna... Yep, okay, that was enough to kill. That was all I was hoping for, was that that would be enough to kill. Nice. So I would personally rather have only one Pokemon that's using rollout. So I'm actually going to give Komatsu access to Rock Throw instead. Goodbye. Alright, let's go heal, because that was kind of traumatic. We already have our team starting to evolve. That's nice. I like that. I guess I know what I'm going to have as the thumbnail. Oh my god. Anyway, I'm going to write that down. Hello there. There's one of the fire types. There it is. It's certainly available. Yeah, sadly, Invisalign's a lot less strong in this area because there's a lot less rock types. Though it won't be too long before we actually have moves that are useful against more than rock ground. But hey, Invisalign is not the lead in the party anymore. And gets Poison Fang. What shall I replace with Poison Fang? I wonder. Actually, you know what? I will start by getting rid of Mean Look, because I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use Mean Look. The AI doesn't switch much. There's no roaming legendaries in this game anymore. It's not like I'm going to try to get roaming legendaries in Nuzlocke anyways. So, we Gucci. Did I switch Pokemon around? I don't think I did. I did not. Oof. I don't think... Yeah, he might have Rock... He might have Rollout by now. So I will switch Pokemon. Switch just to the one that I was gonna use anyways. Ah, they went for Rock Polish. Glossy. I believe we have an evolution coming up. Against Machop, I'll go Hollister. Because they have Wing Attack. You know what? L'Oreal has a water gun now, so let's take an opportunity to use that. Wow, it's dead. Lastly, we have Bidoof. Here it is. Ask turtles. Evolve. And there it is. We have a grottle. Grottle's data will be added to the Pokédex. Grottle, the Grove Pokémon. It lives along water in forests. In the daytime, it leaves the forest to sunbathe the trees on its shell. I love the little animated effects that they have based on the effects that they use in the sprites. You haven't seen it yet in this, but I have. They do the same thing with the psychics, and I really like that as well. Can't wait till I can just have leaves come with my grottle. That's gonna be nice. Honestly, I really like how a lot of the attack animations have come out in this. I think a good bit of the ones I've seen have been, at the very least, satisfactory, and at the most, actually really good. I really like that worry scene animation. Like, it's so good. Confusion, surprisingly, so Confusion is very similar to what it's been in like Sword and Shield and the like, but it uses a lot more transparency, uses a lot more distortion, and I kind of like how it looks. It gives me vibes a lot closer to what we saw with like Battle Revolution's version of psychic attacks, and I kind of like that. That's cool to see. Hey, Quiggy. Are you coming over? Because I said your name? Yes, he am. The Shinx can't really do anything useful against me, so... No, I see you trying to steal. I see you. If it's a Pachirisu, I'll stay in. And likewise, it's not going to have much I can do against me. Oh, I guess I can do that. But I would have been able to do that if I switched anyways, so... Just has so many things that lower your attack. Alright, let's switch Pokemon. Inevitably, we'll get our attack dropped. Oh no, they actually attack. They've slowed me. Or not slowed me, they've reduced my attack. Yes. Finally. I have the good move. I mean, my special attack's still pretty close, but this thing's attack stat is so much higher as a Luxray. Let's not go for Endeavor because it's only useful in risky situations that we will ideally not be in. In a Nuzlocke, it's basically a sacrificial move. Alright, there's an item here. Yep. I found that when I was playing earlier, and that's the only reason I knew it was there. But to be fair, it's a pretty conspicuous location. You know, you've got stairs up to nowhere. There's gotta be something there. Oh, kid, you're screwed. I have a grass-type starter. Hiker Nicholas. And Onyx. Back. And another one's down. So, have I already been streaming for 2 hours? It does not feel like it's been 2 hours already. My plan is to at least get to Eterna City. So I'm probably going to do the forest and then call it a stream. Which I'm still on my way to the forest. I'm not quite there yet. So... don't mind me. And then I'm gonna heal up here real quick, because the kind little lady here heals you. There we go. Huh? My guess is to get over there I have to have surf already. You'd cut to go that way, so it's time to enter the forest. Also, I said I would do the forest and then end it, but I mean like I'll do the forest, the route after the forest, and then we'll call it a stream. Like I'm just gonna be like, I'm done, and then I'll just like drop it at the end of the forest. Also, the fun fact about the forest, or the fun part about the forest, is that now you can actually catch stuff in double battles. You just have to beat one Pokemon. So I actually get to choose what my first encounter in the forest is if I get two things that I don't have. I've been paralyzed. Ah, that's a shame. Ooh, did I crit the Wurmple? I didn't. I just killed it. I just am that strong. I am a higher level than I was before. Ooh, healer's nice. In my other playthrough, I was a decently lower level when I was in the forest. Now that's less fun. Yes, confuse it. I really like the confusion noise. I don't know, there's something really satisfying about the clicking noise that it uses. Like that, like, at the end. I don't know. It's just, feels very good. It's a very crisp noise to me. Yo, Chansey, you should heal me. There we go. Been waiting on that. I mean, they don't do a ton. They do more than I'd like. Oh, good. They decided not to use Gust. Like fools. Granted, I don't really have to be that concerned because she heals my Pokemon after every fight, and I consider that a non-feint because I literally can't control it. You know, I have no choice but for her to heal my Pokemon. Smackdown is better than Rock Throw. I was gonna say that's the one thing that guarantees we win this is if she uses Disarming Voice. Well, I guess we don't win this turn, but that logo's not actually dead. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know why she made that decision, but that is the decision she made. Ooh, we're poisoned. Yes, Silcoon's is a little better because the spikes go back in faster. So with and in time with that flash, so it just looks better. Oh, it's time to see the psychic trainers. Look at that. Isn't that sick? It's exactly the same thing they did in the sprites, but like animated, and I just love it. Ask turtles never die. I'm surprised they actually targeted me with that. It's not very effective, but they got the special defense drop, so I guess good for they're double targeting. I'm still a pure grass type. I don't have ground type yet. Go away. Just nuked them both. I got my revenge, I guess. Jeez. Ooh, much better Pokemon for a bug type area. Yep, there's an item. I'm surprised I haven't ran into a random encounter yet. I have done very little to avoid grass battles. So, from what I understand, this Burmese going to use Protect first turn. So that's what I'm going to account for. They did not. I am surprised. I am genuinely surprised. What are they going to do? Attack. Alright, Burmese dead. It's interesting, they actually have unique cries in this for when a Pokemon gets knocked out. I don't know if they've ever had that before. Because what they normally do is they kind of like slow it down and like pitch it down a little bit. So we'll go from like whoop to like whoop and then go down. But that was a completely different noise that it made. And like, you know, you might notice that like Bidoof normally goes like instead it goes like and then goes down. Like, they have unique cries now for when Pokemon faint, and I think that's new in this game. I don't think they've did that in Sword and Shield. I think Sword and Shield did the make the noise, but like lower. I hear shenanigans, but I don't see shenanigans. Oh my god, first encounter? The game has decided it is Wurmple or Silcoon, and I am going to pick Wurmple. So my first turn is going to be kill Silcoon, and then second turn is going to be catch Wurmple. I don't need taunt. Good thing I'm not hurting that. Caught. Wurmple's data will be added to the Pokédex. Wurmple, the worm Pokemon. It loves to eat leaves. If it is attacked by a Starly, it will defend itself with its spiked rear. Alright, what brand... what brand do we associate with Wurmple? So Wurmple can go in two different directions. Both of them are, you know, butterfly moth family. So let's take a look at. I have one in mind. They use a space. God, what has... How many letters is that? That wouldn't even fit normally. Ah, man, that's tricky. Man, this is so tough. Brands. Haggy. Who uses... Oh, what is that? Is that... Yes. Okay, I was right. I was right. All right, I have the name. It's going to be MSN. Because MSN, which if you have had a Microsoft device with its default browser, you will know is the default homepage. At least sometimes. Sometimes it's MSN. Sometimes it's set up as Bing, but usually it's MSN. I have a happy game. He's very happy. You can't see him, but he's biting my arm in joy. Hi, Gima. Hi. I know, you're drooling all over me. He drools when he's happy, and he bites people. Sir, that's the microphone. That's the microphone. Don't rub on that. Oh my goodness. You come here. Ow. You're crawling across my chest. Alright, we got MSN. Send to a box. Oh my goodness. What a slobbery, happy boy this is. We got some psychics. Could you not gnaw on my arm? My hair is all covered in your slobber. I can see it. Oh my god. Why do you shove your head in there? You are going crazy. You go be free. I have been attacked by this cat. He's now circling. Psyduck and Metatite. There we go. Back to Pokemon. Oh, I actually could have switched Pokemon. Looks like Acer's next up, because I think I saw that my B barrel is fully hit 20. Oh no, L'Oreal is next. I'll just switch to L'Oreal then. And here we are at the end of the forest. I don't have Cut yet, so I can't go to the old chateau, but that does have an encounter. I'm not certain if I'll count... I think I'll count Rotom, because Rotom's a static encounter in this. I'll count that separately, so I can still catch Rotom. Route 205 has an encounter, though. And it's a weasel. I'm just gonna throw a ball. That was not successful. Please get caught. Stay in there. Stay. Stay. Success. What am I naming it? Weasel's data will be added to the Pokedex. Weasel, the sea weasel Pokemon. When air fills the flotation sac on its neck, the sac balloons like an inner tube. This Pokemon floats with its head out of the water. This is a male weasel. I don't know if this technically gets a like a TM sign at all, but I'm gonna name it C++. Because he's a sea otter. At least when he's fully evolved, he's kind of a sea otter. I could have, if I wanted to reference this game, which I know because it's Unity is programmed in C#, I could have named it C#, but I'd rather have C# be something different. Something maybe sharp. Yeah, it is crazy to me that I could very easily mod this game to put my my emotion commotion characters in here or something. Like put their sprites in somewhere. I could replace the ground texture with my really shitty one. Oh, a Shellos. That would have been a fun first encounter. Dang. What poor luck I had. I like Gastrodon, so. Would have been fun. Alright, you just talk about fishing, but you will fight me. Almost. I'm not sure who's the next to evolve. I think my Geodude is. I think Geodude would be next to evolve. It's everyone's favorite trainer in the game. The guaranteed Magikarp trainer. Ah, it feels good. It feels good to just have something to just plow through, but now I just sit here. I just sit here, I have nothing. I have nothing to do, because it's going to be another Magikarp. Wow, it's another Magikarp. Who would have thought? But yeah, I've been enjoying my time with this. It's just fun. It's a fun way to experience it, and it's kind of exciting because it's the first time we've had a relatively major Pokemon release that was not developed by Game Freak. And by relatively major Pokemon release, I don't mean like Pokemon release in general. I mean like Pokemon main series content. You know, like Pokemon style. You run around the open world, you fight stuff. you fight trainers, all that stuff. We haven't seen a main series release like this. And forever. Especially, like, if you think about it, we've never had one that's this fleshed out, ever. But we've had things like Battle Revolution and XD Gale of Darkness and Colosseum. XD Gale of Darkness and Colosseum, you could argue, are a little more fleshed out. But even they're not quite as fleshed out. Like, they are definitely lacking in a lot of Pokemon. They have very limited Pokemon sets. So it's very likely that when you play through the game, you have basically the same team every time. And it's really about how you use those Pokemon to their fullest that matters, more so than which Pokemon you use. But this is like a normal Pokemon experience. This is wholly different from what you got with Colosseum or XD Gale of Darkness. This is infinitely different from what we got with like Battle Revolution, you know, which is a lot more similar to like Stadium and Stadium 2. So it's just, it's crazy to me. This is the first time we've had something that is like this with Pokemon, you know. And it's exciting for me because it's so different. It's something I don't have anything I can truly compare it to, because I could compare this to Game Freak's projects. But at the same time, this is honestly wholly different, because this is a different company. It's a smaller company. It's one with a lot of promise, but at the same time, it's one we've never seen before. You know, I don't know who Ilka is, you know? So it's like, this is just so exciting for me as a concept and as a game. You know, it's Pokemon, but it's not by Game Freak. Obviously, it's fully inspired. It's guided by a member of Game Freak. It's closely following what they've set up, but it gives us a chance to see someone else's talent pulled into this game, and I think it's just really cool. You know, it lacks some of the polish that myself and others have grown to associate with Pokemon, but like, while Pokemon is polished, it's not always at its foundation good. So, you know, Pokemon always has downsides, and I think with this game, just like with Sword and Shield, just like with Sun and Moon, there are downsides. And I don't think it's really fair to like point out the downsides with this and go, this would never happen in my Pokemon. Like, this even has some of the existing bugs and glitches in the game. You can still trigger the Void glitch. Like, that Void glitch is still present here. Like, you can trigger it. It doesn't function in exactly the same way, but like, it exists, and that's crazy. But yeah, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. But I've hit Eterna City. I'm officially here. I'm able to heal my Pokemon up. Yeah, I mean, this is exciting. This is exciting for me. Let's unwind with a height check. Look at Grottle. He's big. Wow, I'm like a full foot taller than this character almost. Not full foot, 10 inches. I'm 10 inches taller, roughly. Almost. Well, I'm 10 and some change. I'm like 5'7" and some change. So I'm like 2 feet taller than a Grottle. I love things like height checks in Pokemon games, because it just gives you a chance to see, like, how big is this Pokemon? It's kind of funny. There's a little bit a little bit of an issue with how they like do that solid black matte. It looks to be an issue of how the balls are attached to the head. Or maybe it's the mask. Because there's a little bit of a flicker if you see where the mask is. But that's in like a shadowy part of the mask, so it wouldn't be something like the flicker that you get from the highlights. So I think it's the mask that's just like kind of having singular pixels that disappear. Interesting. Man, look at that. Baru is so tiny. Everyone's surprised by how big Zubat is. Onyx big, everyone knows that. Wurmple small. Weasel small. Turtwig small. Right. We've looped. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm having a blast with this. This is as far as I go in this stream, though. But I will be back. I don't know if I'm going to do this one on what's normally my off-day stream. I might not. Let's see what I end up doing. It depends how I'm feeling on Wednesday night. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. I'm excited for this game. I'm still excited. So yeah. Thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me as long as you had some fun. That said, I am going to go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. So thank you so much. I'm going to head out. Goodbye. I'm going to play more of this game, but on my other save. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. I'm loving this.